what's up, Ryan?
How you going, Ryan?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just hanging out on the bus, playing my Xbox.
On the tour bus at the moment?
Yeah. We're on the middle of like a 3-week little tour. We're doing some shows with different bands, some headlining shows, some festivals. Yeah, we just got back out. We were home for about 10 days after about a 7-week tour. That's all we do is tour and tour and tour.
Yeah, we've seen that for the last 14 years. Pretty much all you guys done is tour.
Yeah, I mean that's especially now with where rock music is with not being as popular. You're like a working class band again if you're not the uber, the big drawing band. You got to go out there and take it to the clubs and work.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's great because it's better to be working than not working.
Yeah, I've never heard truer words come out of a musician's mouth.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not working, that means there's something wrong. So if we have 7 weeks, even though we're kind of old, we're not old, but we've been doing it a while. Like 7-week tour, oh my God! Hopefully we'll make it to the end without killing each other or ourselves on accident.
It's 7 weeks. 7 weeks 10 years ago, you guys would have been fine. You would have been laughing at that idea.
Right? Oh, we used to do it in the van. And we were kids though. We were kids and. Now it's like we all got families and responsibility and, it's caused half the band, the original band, to have to go home because it just, everybody got older and life caught up from babies to everything. It just, life kind of catches up and you can't be a kid forever.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll hang on to it forever as long as I can,
Well, that's why Lewis had to leave, wasn't it? Because
right. And then, yeah, he's having a baby, and Brian's had to go home too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he went home this last tour because his fiance is pregnant, and his family. It's tough for him to be away from his daughter. He's got his daughter's like 5 now, and it's tough. Yeah, like I said, life. With the things 10 years ago, you would have never thought. And now what your priorities are in 10 years change drastically. We were kids, we didn't have a pot to piss in or anything. We just wanted to go rock,
Yeah, exactly.
Probably drink too much, something like that.
Now
we're old and we're like, well, we'll still drink too much, but
now you feel that even worse the next day.
Yeah, right. Now we're just used to it.
Now what I'll break topic for a second. You said that you were playing Xbox. I'm just interested in what are you playing at the moment?
I just got the new Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, so your life got sucked into that for the next 7 weeks.
Yeah, right. Because I when I'm home, I wanted to get it when I was home, but my fiance was like, "No way,"
Yeah.
Like, just wait till you get on the tour bus, and that's pretty much what I've done. Morning, noon, and night. Jesse, our singer, comes back there. He's like, "Your eyes not hurt?" I'm like, "They do a little bit, but it's fine. It's great."
Well, your fiance made the right decision by telling you no.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, because I couldn't enjoy. We got 3 kids, and just it's like I couldn't play it around them. They're at like 10 and 9, and they can't play that kind of game yet. So.
Yeah, killing hookers and making sure you get your money back from them isn't probably the best thing for kids.
Yeah, right.
Mind you, I did do that when I was a kid, so obviously I grew up okay, maybe.
yeah, right. That's funny.
Now, now you guys, as you've been talking about, 14 years as a band now, which is it's nothing short of an absolute miracle for a metal band these days because of how much bands have to tour.
Yeah.
Now, how do you guys keep everything from not killing each other on the road? Obviously, Xbox is a main contributor.
Right. Yeah, well, we've had different people coming in and out and stuff, and me and Jesse are like the original guys. Even actually, I was in the band before Jesse was. We picked him up from a different band. But I think it's just a thing what we call old balls. Like, we're just old and tough, and we really don't get frazzled by much, And then we kind of tell the younger guys, like, hey, chill out,
Yeah.
It's fine, So, and me and Jesse have a good rapport with each other. We've always been very close as friends, not only as band members, but just as pals. Like, we'll walk around and, so we don't talk much when we're home, but we spend a lot of time out here just talking about everything from, you know, whatever's going on financially or whatever's going on the bus to whatever's going on with the band, you know, just all over the place. And I just think, you know, it's just kind of keeping an eye on everybody. And if somebody's having a rough day, you know, let them vent or let them get it out, or, you know, or tell them quit whining, you know.
I think a lot of bands can do that.
Throw their purse at it, whatever, make fun of them, you know, for being, you know, girly, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, I just think that we're in a different position, and it kind of sucks because we don't have the original lineup. But with that, also, there's kind of a, well, okay, here's the rules kind of thing. You can have fun, but don't, you know, be respectful of everybody on the bus. That's my biggest thing, is the crew, band and crew, and everybody respecting space and not bringing a bunch of people onto the bus, you know, because we've got a very limited little trailer or submarine. There's only so much room for anybody to go anywhere. And the guys that work all day and they're sweating and moving, hauling gear and doing all that, they want to come on the bus and just have a moment of peace. I'm a man. We've all had that man moment. It's like, I just want to sit here and watch my ball game or whatever and be peace and quiet and not have a bunch of idiots on the bus. You know, I think everybody deserves that, you know.
Absolutely. Especially when you're on the road for 7 weeks around a bunch of sweaty dudes.
Right, yeah. It's just a thing of, you know, just respect. And certain people get it and certain people need help, but a reminder, and it's okay. But we've all, you know, we all want to be here. That's the thing. It's like, I was in there signing, we've got a new acoustic thing coming out soon, and I was in there signing 500 of them and then signing 500 posters. And anytime anybody would bitch or complain, I would go, would you like fries with that? Because, I mean, you know, we could be working at a fast food joint complaining about that, but we're sitting here signing our band CD to the people that bought it, you know?
Exactly. Now, you guys, to talk about that, the EP, the live EP that you guys have coming out soon, you've got something coming up through pledgemusic.com at the moment, which is quite different to anything else. I guess it's a thing that sprung up quite recently with bands of straying away from record labels and just completely getting that connection with the fans. Is there a reason you guys have gone for it?
Well, the thing with a record company is they want you to spend a lot of money for kind of things you don't really need anymore. You know, back in the day, you'd have to go spend a bunch of money with a producer at a record, you know, like a studio and all this thing. Nowadays, you can do most of that with the laptop, you know, really, truly, and it all gets switched down to a MP3 anyway. It's not like we're listening to records or even CDs at this point. Really. I mean, some are, but, you know, and I just think there's no reason, because the last record we did with Universal, it's like a, you know, $500,000 budget or something, or $250,000 budget. The producer got a bunch, the studio got a bunch, all this is like, we can do this on our own. We know how to do this. Everyone, Brian is a great engineer and incredible with that. And I've done records on my own little home studio. I mean, it's like we don't need that name because the name doesn't mean anything really anymore. I mean, it does help, but it's more within the record company business. I mean, the record companies are dying big time because, you know, they can't sell any CDs. So why spend all this money when we can just do it how we used to do it old school? We used to make CDs ourselves, pay for 1,000 of them, sell them, and do it. You know, why have a middleman? There's no need, you know. Not anymore. I mean, I think with new bands, yeah, it definitely helps. But once you get to a point, you don't need it, you know.
Yeah, well, so many bands doing the pledge deal, because I think that as you said, record companies are dying because nobody buys CDs. But with this pledge way, I think one of the first things on your pledge is an autographed CD and a poster, a signed poster. See, I get that. People would buy these kind of things because they're getting value for money. It's not just, and it's going straight to the band that you love the most. And
and it really helps the bands, you know. It's like a true blue, like, you know, helps. It's not going to some guy that they're getting paid $200,000 a year at a record company to sit there and look cool, which I've met them. I've met those guys. Like, what do you do? You're an A&R guy, but you don't really do anything. You're a smooth talker, but you're making $250,000 a year, and there's no need for you, you know?
Exactly.
Like, I mean, I used to run a Papa John's, and I would be able to tell, you know, if it was a pizza place, the record business would be closed because they had spent money. It's insane to see it, you know, firsthand and not really have a say in it, or not have a say in the singles, or like it was just, or with the way your career's even going. Yeah, well, it's not even the, you know, we were signed by basically the vice president, and he really believed in it, but underneath him were just a bunch of people that couldn't, you know, just couldn't get it done. I mean, just didn't have a clue what the band was about. Didn't, you know, and really, and that was when the first bit of the record companies were starting to crumble, you know. It's Absolutely. Like the Titanic slowly sinking, you know, and we're sitting there watching it, you know, because our first record went gold. And we had just as big a hit with the song Beautiful on the second record, but they couldn't even give it away, you know?
Yeah.
And then the more and more, it's like nobody buys CDs anymore.
Yeah. Is that why? I guess that's why you guys are offering in your pledge. You're offering a package which is the shirts off your backs, which I don't know how I
literally. Yeah. It's an old Sneaky Show shirt for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think I'd want that framed so that shit didn't stink up my house.
Yeah, I don't think it's too stinky. Mine isn't. But yeah, it was. At least we were back when I was wearing it every day.
That's it.
Yeah, there's I mean, stuff. It's stuff like that. It's you know, it's stuff that we've just got sitting around too. You know.
Yeah. Well,
it's things you get it and make it, help it pay. Yeah, and help us be able to keep going. You know, and keep making a business that we're all can make it. Everybody on the bus makes money, from the crew guys to the hired musicians to the guys that are in the band. You know, everybody. We want everybody to be able to keep going and pay their bills and then some. You know.
Which I guess is the end goal for most people of
really.
Certain age.
Sure.
Yeah. Now you guys,
having a good time.
I guess having a good time playing some Xbox, so making sure you clock Grand Theft Auto is extremely important.
Yeah.
Now, you guys are coming out here for Soundwave this year. Now, I was trying to find out, but I think 2006 was the last time you guys were in Australia, so it was quite a while ago.
Yeah, I was going to say it was actually a little longer than I thought. It was like 5 years, but I guess it's been longer than that. Yeah, we came out there with Korn. Korn was a big. Jonathan Davis really liked our first record, The Autumn Effect. And they took us out, and they took us all over the world, basically.
Yeah, I was at that concert in Melbourne. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was great because it was them and Disturbed and Hatebreed and us. Yeah, it was great, which was crazy because that lineup wouldn't really work in the States because you'd have the conflict. It's so silly here about, every band that we like has to sound the exact same, you know?
Yeah.
Type thing. But in Australia, I remember like, wow, this is great. Everybody loves all of it. You know, it's great.
Absolutely. So I'm right.
Segregated in a way when it comes to that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think we're pretty much out of time, but we really appreciate you joining us today.
Absolutely.
And really look forward to seeing you guys when you're down here for Soundwave.
Yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Okay, cool. Hey, this is Ryan from the band 10 Years. You're listening to Australian Music Now.